All right, this is APAB Calculus. We are doing the midterm review. This is multiple choice number 16, which is a calculator problem, and it will be calculator required based on some of these ugly decimals. There's not a ton of options. So which of the following is an equation of the line tangent? Okay, so I know I'm finding a line tangent, right? Oh, my bad. Finding a line tangent, right? To the graph of f of x equals x to the fourth plus 2x squared at the point where f prime, so this is f prime, equals 1. Well, anytime I want an equation of a tangent line, and not just a tangent line, but an equation of any line for the rest of eternity, I need two things, right? Number one, I need a point, which is actually the harder one this time. Usually the slope is the harder one, but I need some point, comma, x, comma, f of x, right? And I need a slope. Well, in this instance, they actually did me a solid. They told me the slope, f prime, is definitely a 1. So interestingly enough, I can rule out a couple answers right here. So f prime of x is definitely a 1, and that's apparently my tangent slope. Well, that means that it's not 8, because this one has a, or sorry, the 1 is not 8, so it's not answer A, because tangent slope is 1, not it. So it's either B, C, D, or E. That's not terrible. We'll go ahead and take that as a start. But now the trick is I need to find this x value. Well, this x value is going to happen when my f prime, which I can find because it's a simple power rule, right? So 4x cubed plus 4x, right? I need to find when that, apparently, is equal to a 1. And this is where your calculator comes in because this is not a nice number, right? Not at all. So this is going to be an ugly answer. So what I'm going to do, there are two ways to do this. I can either put my y1 in as the 4x cubed plus 4x plus, and then on the other side I can have my y2 equal 1. Or I can make my y1 4x cubed plus 4x minus 1, and I can second calc 0. And that's usually my play, but you don't have to. You can certainly do second calc intersect. So you could either do y1 here and y2 here in second calc intersect, right? That's one option. Second calc intersect. Or you could move everything to one side, right? You could subtract the 1 over and get equal 0, and then you could do this. So that's the play I'm going to go with, but certainly you can choose whichever you want. They do basically the same thing. So 4x to the third plus a 4x minus a 1. I'm going to go ahead and graph it, and there it is, right? So I'm going to second calc 0. I want to go, so I'm going to scroll until I find, oh, I went too far up. Go until I find the left of my 0. Right, couple clicks to the left, couple clicks to the right of my 0, hit enter. Okay, cool. So right away, I'm going to get an x value. So I do have an x. I know that x is approximately 0.2367329. Please don't round until you're done because it changes answers sometimes. None of these are super close together, but there are many times, especially on free response, that if you round early, you will get an answer wrong. So the way to keep this number and to store it as A, I'm going to quit out of here. I'm going to hit that letter X because I just found an X. See how that number comes up? And I'm going to store alpha A. So now it's going to stay A even if something else happens. Now to find my Y value, I need f of A, which is basically a to the fourth plus 2a squared. Well, I can type that in because I just stored it as a. So I can do alpha a to the fourth plus 2 alpha a squared. And there's other ways to do this, but this is the easy option. And I'm going to store that as alpha b. So I get that my value is approximately 0.11522, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to store that as b. So I call that b. So basically, I know that my equation should be y minus the y value equals m, x minus the x value, but I have stored that a and b in. So if I solve this, because if you look, none of these are in point slope, right? So that's not a luxury you have. If I distribute that 1 and add the b over, apparently the number I'm looking for is whatever negative a plus b is. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, all right, cool. I want negative a. Oops, sorry, my bad. I want negative a plus b. And I get that this is y equals x minus 0.121 or 2, depending if you round or truncate. And when I go up and look at my answers, that's answer D. And that's it. So not an easy problem. Calculator definitely required, but there you have it.